So welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris and I'm a gorilla in the wrist. Today we're looking at this Watchdives WD1972 which I picked up on AliExpress for about £50 in the last sale, which I thought was a decent price. I have opened the box to make sure that A, there was a watch in it, and B, it was the right watch, and it is. And that's all I've done. So this is my first proper go with the watch. So shall we open it and get into it? Let's start. And excellent, lots of bubble wrap. Just get into this and see what we've got. Let's just very quickly do what have we got in the box. So we have a watch that we're going to come to in a second. We have an unsigned guarantee card. We have another unsigned guarantee card. Maybe third time lucky. No. 3 unsigned warranty cards. Never mind. They're very nice. They're very tactile. Quite thick actually. But none of them signed. We have a watch manual. We all know what happens to those. And that, I think, is it. Let me just double check. No tools with this one, which is a bit of a shame. I like a free watch adjusting tool. Hey ho. Let's get all this stuff out of the way. So let's have a look at the star of the show, shall we? And okay. Well, here's the watch. It's 41mm across the case. The bezel itself is only about 38mm, and it's all wrapped up. Shall we take some of the packaging off? Let's go for it. So it comes on what I sort of think I would class as a fairly standard black NATO strap. Nice finishing. So the case material is this sort of very brushed, almost bead blasted look to it, and they've matched all of the hardware to that. So again, I think good style points for that in terms of delivery. In terms of what we got, let's just zoom in a bit. So this is very clearly a Benares Type 2 mil-spec homage. Those watches now you can pick up for about £2,500–3 grand. They are getting very, very rare. But let's just talk about what you get. So we'll talk about the dimensions. So as you mentioned, it's 41mm across. The lug-to-lug is 46mm, and there's no drilled lugs on that, which is always a bit of a shame. But it's a thin watch. So this one houses the Seiko VH31 movement, and is, well, 11mm thin. That's really good actually. That's quite impressive. And if we can see it there, there is a nice domed sapphire crystal on there. Very impressive. The lug width itself is fairly standard, 20, so we're all going to have plenty of straps that we can put on here if we so choose. And in terms of dial, we have this 12-hour bezel. It's 120 click unidirectional, and it feels a bit lightweight, but very, very snickety. Let's just get it back to 12. No back pay, quite good. A lumed pip, just really nice. It's a fairly simple look, but they do it really well. I'm suspecting it needs a bit more anti-reflective coating on it, because it is bouncing all sorts of things off of it. But let's try and ignore that for the moment. So really nice. The weight of it is good. It's not a heavy watch. As we say, it's that domed sapphire crystal. It has the VH31 movement in it, so you've got a nice sweeping hand there, which is really impressive. The crown itself is unbranded, but it is a screw-down crown. The back of the case, let's just show, is screw down as well. So there we have the screw down, completely sterile case back. There's nothing on that apart from that label. Let's do the label. We're here. For those of you who really enjoy seeing the labels coming off, it's a bit weird, but hey, I'll go with it. I'll try and go with it, shall we say. And ta-da! All done. reveals absolutely nothing. Perfect. Okay, let's stick it back on the strap. Actually, that strap is a bit papery. Actually, I might have sold it too much too soon. It is very, very. There's a little bit of sharpness to it. Maybe for a mil-spec watch, that's acceptable. So yeah, we have this strange 12-hour bezel on it. Not a huge fan. It looks and works, and as I've said, the functionality is very good. We have a minute track all the way around the outside. We have Arabic numerals from the 12 at the top all the way around to 11 at the bottom, and then we have an inner ring of numerals from 13 all the way up to and including 24. The hands are fairly simple fence post hands, but you can see, I don't know if you can see it, they are kind of segmented, so they've got lume on them, and we're going to do a lume shot at the end, but they are quite segmented, sort of fairly simplistic though, with a nice, what I call white second hand, bit of a sort of needle pointer and counterbalance, but looks actually really good. I kind of like the look of this one, and that's about it really. Now the bit that you won't get from that, this is the lume shot. So as I said, I will stick up a lume shot at the end, but first impressions, very solid. Not sure about the NATO strap. I say there's a, I don't know if you can hear that, there's something a bit sharp and a little bit on the papery side with that, but in terms of looks, it's definitely a looker. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed that. Be great to have your views. Have you got one of these? What was your experience of using it, wearing it? And let me know your take on it. It's a Saturday afternoon, quietish Saturday afternoon. I am going to go and watch the T20 cricket on the telly. And apart from that, it's raining and sunny and can't make its mind up. So I hope it's better wherever you are. Have a fantastic week, everybody, and I'll see you back very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.